guys, you're watching Divide by Zero Gaming. This is NS, I am here with Hugh, and this is a very special cast because, unlike usual where we do this over Skype and we're talking to each other on Skype, two different computers in our own houses, we are actually here sitting next to each other today, speaking into the same mic, so the sound quality might be a little weird, but hopefully this is going to eliminate all those annoying lag issues we've had in the past where one of our replays gets behind and then we start talking about events that aren't actually happening. So this is part of a best of 3 show match that was played between DuckloadRa, also known as WhiteRa, his sponsor is Duckload, and his opponent is going to be RoxkisAbver. I believe Roxkis, or however that's supposed to be said, is a clan name, and Abver is the player. And I'm going to let Hugh say hello now.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Hugh right here, bringing you this StarCraft commentary, and like Anna said, we're quite literally doing this cast together. So it's definitely different. I've gotten to see his new and upgraded equipment since last time, and there's a pretty odd opening coming in this. For you who don't know, this is Lost Temple. Blanking out on the name there for a second, but it's it's kind of like a fast opening, a fast expand opening for the Protoss player.
It does look like he's going for that kind of forge wall and fast expand here that somebody does that all the time, another Protoss player. I'm totally blanking on his name right now. Sake, I think, does this a ton when he plays, especially on this map.
Yeah, so this probe is going to finally see this, and the expansion has already been thrown down. So we're just going to be watching what this probe gets to do. He's actually not going to be throwing down a super fast Nexus. Instead, he's actually going to throw down that pylon. So he's actually... Here comes a ton of drones.
Yeah, judging by the placement of that, it doesn't look like it's trying to block anything, and with that forge in play, I'd expect to see some cannons here if he can keep that pylon up, so it's understandable that Abver would rush to get as many drones to take this down as he could before any of those cannons go down. It does look like he's managing to get that down, so I don't think he's going to have too much of a problem with that, and that's just some lost minerals for WhiteRa there.
Yeah, so the Nexus is dropped back at the main of our Protoss player here. Duckload wants to secure that while he has the chance. Pulling off those drones in the beginning is going to put his opponent slightly behind, just because he had to pull off so many units there. Actually canceling one of those before it finishes.
Yeah, we do have 2 pylons now, though, and one of them is going to finish right there. This is going to trap all the drones in, so he's not able to transfer workers, and there go the cannons. So that's actually really clever, blocking the drones off so that they can't get to these cannons, and then building them all. We're going to see if RoxkisAbver manages to get stuff out in time to deal with that. We do have some Zerglings being trained down here, but cannons just tear through Zerglings, and I'm not sure he's going to have enough time to deal with this, quite frankly.
Oh, and there goes one of the pylons. So here, these probes are going to be able to, or drones rather, are going to be able to do what they can, and these Zerglings can't even get in to do what they need to do. One cannon finishing right there, going to start shooting down that Overlord, and man, I think these cannons are in range. They're definitely, at least some of them are in range of the hatchery
there. They start going down in the hatchery. We do have these spine crawlers here. To be honest, I'm not sure if Abver played that quite as well as he could have. I think it would have made more sense to try to focus down the pylon there with the units that he did have rather than get in on the cannons. Because if he can take down the pylon, all 3 of these cannons are going to just be completely worthless.
Especially with 3 cannons up, you definitely don't want to start trying to take down the cannons. You definitely want to take down that one pylon.
Yeah, we do have WhiteRa wisely backing that up with another pylon, though, should Abver choose to do that, and this hatchery is going to go down here.
Yeah, if we look back at his main, I bet his drone production isn't as saturated as he wants to be. Same with the Protoss, though. I don't think the Protoss is going to have as much as he really wants at this point, just because he's invested so much in these cannons. These spine crawlers are going to outrange the cannons.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to try to whittle away at the pylon with that, which is actually a pretty clever play there. Unfortunately, I don't know if he's even seen that second pylon yet. He saw it building, so he knows it there, but it's not really going to be able to do anything against that pylon, and most of these cannons will stay up.
Yeah, he was able to unpower one, and if he can get that probe off the high ground, he would be able to shoot down. If we look at the production tab, I'm curious to see what he's going to...
I forgot to open that earlier, actually.
So he's actually going for speed, so maybe he's looking for sort of like a run-by maneuver here. These spine crawlers are going to be unable to burrow, but I'm really curious to see what he plans to do from here next. This probe is going to do a little bit of forward scouting and start zapping zapping away. But
and even managed to kite some Zerglings into the cannon range there, losing two Zerglings there, it looked like. So not a bad play at all.
I really like that pylon position up at the top. And here comes a lot of Zerglings. They're going to try and take this out. Actually, they're just going to go right
for
by.
Complete run by. The thing is that WhiteRa still has a nice wall-in going at his main here. That they're just going to charge by that Zealot. There is a cannon here, and they're going to be forced all the way around here. So we're going to see if they can make it in. They do get by. They get into his main. This could be really bad for WhiteRa right here.
I don't know if he has enough Zerglings to do a ton of damage, especially with the Zealot coming in, but he is definitely going to do more damage than these Zerglings are worth. It was a really smart play to do at that point. He's going to just try and take off as much time of mining for this Protoss player, keep him down on the mineral count so he can slowly one-base his way up.
He does look like he's trying to macro up some more Zerglings here, but DuckloadRa saying visit StarCraft2replays.net for more replays, and Abver does end up GGing there. I believe that was Abver that quit first, it's looking like. I can't actually tell. It's kind of a stalemate, so it's hard to tell which player was losing, but I do think that Abver was behind there after that Zergling push didn't work.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, solid play with the 3 photon cannons at the front. It's definitely an interesting strategy. Not always going to work, but I definitely like how he waited till that hatchery was fully completed before throwing those down, making sure he could get the 400 mineral investment in, and then from there taking advantage of the Zerg player.
Yeah, so from now on, if anybody tries to tell you that cannon rushing is a newbie strategy and does not work, just redirect them to this replay and you will prove them wrong.
Right, and if you guys want to see a counter to a lower level gameplay, me and Redo actually played a game where we countered a cannon rush. So if you want to see that, it's pretty interesting. So just let us know in the comments if that would be of interest to you, and we'd definitely throw that out on a cast for you guys.
Alright, hope you guys like this, and we are going to move on to Game 2 of this Best of 3 series.